What is up, everybody, man? Happy Monday. Welcome back to All or Nothing. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. Like I said, I don't really do too many videos during the weekend. I kind of take that time to focus on football and, do a little basketball as well. But yeah, weekends are more of my time to just kind of hang out. Eventually, some point down the line, we will be having our weekend videos out. But yeah, last week was our first football video featuring Geostorm. He's a 100K winner. In case you guys don't know, you can check out the football video and he'll show you proof. It was just a dope video. I mean, yes, it definitely needs some improvements. So thank you guys for some feedback on that, as we will be making those improvements. And also, but the information was so huge, man. It was a huge success. We ended up hitting on a lot of sleeper picks. Geostorm will be reviewing his lineups and we'll be reviewing the picks that we made also, which ones hit, which ones didn't. So stay tuned for that video coming out at some point today. But like I said, we got a 7-game slate here, man, for some NBA. So let's get right into it because I know that's what you guys been dying to see and wait for. Me too, because I love today's slate. 7 games, perfect to me. But let's get right into it at point guard here. At the top here, we got Russell Westbrook, 11-4, going against Detroit. The matchup is the matchup is a good matchup for Westbrook. I do like him a lot. Nobody, Reggie Jackson, these guys cannot stay in front of this guy. So I do like him at 11-4 at the top here. But just the price tag, paying that much, man, it's really hard to get another value. You're really hoping these guys go off for 60 fantasy points because that would pretty much put them ahead of everybody. When you could pay down for a guy like Curry going into Atlanta, his second game back here, so maybe he comes out and has a breakout game. It's gonna happen. Just not sure if it's here. But 9-7 again, kind of high for a guy that just came back from injury. I do like John Wall though, going into New York, into the Garden. We know a lot of great players love playing in the Garden. It's like going to the Lakers or going to Chicago. Like these are big market cities that big market players love to showcase their talents in, just in case free agency or anything like that was to happen. So I do love Wall here at 9-5 against New York. And another guy that I really like here, I think he's in a great spot. I do like Dinwiddie for Brooklyn going against Cleveland at 6-3. Great value for this guy, man. Since LeVert's went down, he's been getting more minutes and everything. And I do love this matchup going against Cleveland. As we know, Cleveland, they're terrible defensively. They're an up and down team. So is Brooklyn. So I could see this game being a definitely value game today. This will actually probably be my value game I look at today, Cleveland and Brooklyn. So just FYI, guys, you could probably get some good picks here for Cleveland, low money. And Dinwiddie's not bad either at 6-3. I definitely like him there. And at 6-1, I do like Reggie Jackson going against Westbrook, as Westbrook does not play too much defense as well. And Reggie Jackson has been playing a lot better lately. That could be a sneaky play. For sure, he's going to be low owned. I think everybody kind of overreacts to Westbrook, like, oh, no, we can't play him. He's going against Westbrook. But if you know Russell Westbrook, he kind of takes plays off defensively. He'd rather go down and get rebounds, let you shoot, go down and get the rebound, or try to play a passing lane, get a steal. So I do like Jackson here in this matchup. I think it's a good spot for him. Another guy that I like here that could have some value here if he definitely gets some minutes in. Same thing with Colin Sexton for Cleveland going against Brooklyn. I think it's also a great spot there at 5-5. I mean, the guy's been getting over 30 minutes a game. I know George Hill is back, so that might bite into his playing time a little bit. But if not, I can see Colin Sexton at least getting 25 minutes a game still. And I'm pretty sure he could still reach that value at 5-5. He pretty much needs about only 20 points, 20 fantasy points. I could see him getting at least 25, 30 in this game tonight. But my all or nothing play here at point guard is going to be Moutier at 5,000 for the New York Knicks. We just got word that Trey Burke is out, so that leaves Moutier in charge of the point guard duties. He had a big game last game, so I'm looking hopefully he can emulate that here against the Washington, we also know is terrible defensively. So I do love Moutier at 5,000, and that will be my all or nothing play here at point guard. Let's move on to shooting guards here, guys. At the top, we got James Harden at 11-5 going against Minnesota. This guy, James Harden, he's just been balling lately. I mean, when the guys are, going this strong, you just got to pick them until the wave runs out here. but I do love Harden going against Minnesota. It's a great matchup for him. But the price tag again is high, 11.5. When you could pay down for a guy like, even Bradley Beal going into the Garden here at 8-1, it's just a perfect matchup for him as well. I do love that. Another guy that I really like here is D'Angelo Russell at 7-8 going against Cleveland. Like I said, I really love this game, man. You can get a lot of value, and I think a lot of these guys are going to be low owned as well. Um, so that's a good game to target. Tim Hardaway Jr. 7-3 going against Washington. Same thing with this game. I feel like there's going to be no defense played here. I think Tim Hardaway is going to have a big game here. So I really like him a lot. But one of my favorite shooting guards on the slate is Klay Thompson here at 7,000 going against Atlanta. Now I have this thing with Klay Thompson where I love playing him against bad teams. I feel like that's when Curry, Durant, they all defer to him and let him get off. So I do like Klay Thompson at 7,000 here going against Atlanta. This could be a smash spot for him. Another guy that I really like too is Wiggins going against Houston for 5.9. This guy's price has dropped a lot. I mean, he hasn't really been doing too much, but going against some James Harden defense, I could see Andrew Wiggins coming out strong in this game. Get some steals, blocks, points, rebounds. Just hopefully does a little bit of everything. Another guy that I just cannot believe his price is this low, but it goes to show you when you're not playing too well, FanDuel drops you, huh? I love Lou Williams going against the New Orleans Pelicans at home. Pelicans at home. Lou Williams is only 5.7 now. This guy's price tag just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. But he's going for the Sixth Man Year award, so I could see him just having a huge game in this fast-paced tempo game against the Pelicans. So I do love me some Lou Williams. It's a matter of time for this guy puts up a 40, 50-piece fantasy game, and if you're not gonna have him, it's gonna suck because he's so low money. You're gonna need him. So I do love Lou Williams here at 5.7. But my all or nothing play here at shooting guard, I'm gonna go down to Alec Burks for Cleveland at 4,000. Plays 2 games with Cleveland. He's already got over 24 minutes a game. He's put over 20 fantasy points a game, and at 4,000, that's a great play. Going against a Brooklyn team that, like I said, they're not too good, and he will be getting those minutes off the bench. So I do like me some Alec Burke here for Cleveland as my all or nothing play at shooting guard. So yeah, guys, let's move on to small forwards here. Yeah, and like I said, man, keep rocking with us. Keep, subscribing, liking, comments, please. Everything means a lot to us, guys. As I keep wanting to get this content out to you, we are growing more and more every day, and it's truly a blessing. But just keep rocking with us. But let's get right into small forwards here. We got Kevin Durant at the top going against Atlanta for 11,000. I think I'm gonna stay away from KD. I might put him in a lineup or two just because it's KD. But at that price tag and that matchup, I kind of don't like it. When I can go down to a guy maybe like a Paul George at 8.6 going against Detroit, that should be a good game. And I could see Paul George definitely having a big game against these Pistons, who, yeah, they just beat Golden State, so it should be a very competitive game here. But I do love Paul George here in this matchup. Another guy that I like here is I love Robert Covington from Minnesota. He's been balling lately, and he's definitely always low owned. A lot of guys do not play him, but he could do a little bit of everything, threes, and just gets hella minutes, man. We're talking 35 plus minutes. Gets block shots, steals, so he's definitely a great play here. Another guy that I like here is Otto Porter Jr. at 7,000 going into the Garden. I do love this game too a lot. And these two bad teams, playing it out here in the Garden too. Like I said, a lot of players tend to play well in the Garden, and I think this is a good spot for Otto Porter as they don't have a good small forward that can guard him. So I do love me some Porter tonight going against New York. Another guy that I like that's low money here, if we had to talk about him, I love Rodney Hood going against Brooklyn at 5-1. Just great price, and this guy's getting over 30 minutes a game as well. And this is just a great value for him, man. And he could fill it up in a heartbeat, so that's a good chance to take at 5-1. But my all or nothing play here at small forward is going to be Carroll for Brooklyn at 4-4. Just a great matchup for Carroll going against this Cleveland team. Like I said, they are not good at all, and this is going to be an up and down pace game here. So I can see Carroll, and he's been playing well lately. He has been playing very well lately. Minutes have also been increasing, so I do love Carroll. Harris is a game time decision. He probably won't play. So if he definitely doesn't play, Carroll even more for me this game. So I do like him a lot. That's on my all or nothing play here. Um, let's move on to power forwards, guys. At the top, we know who's at the top here. We got some Ant Davis, 12-7. Ridiculous price tag for this guy. But I mean, he's just worth it. He's worth paying the money for because he puts up 60s, 70s easily. But that's what you need. You got to keep in mind that's what you need. And going against a Clippers team who doesn't really have a big man here, I can see Ant Davis definitely feasting against these guys. But again, you want to take that chance at 12-7. You need to hope that he definitely comes out and smashes this price and puts up about 60 at least. But me, I could see myself paying down, even saving some money for a guy like Blake Griffin at home, playing great lately. Going against the OKC Thunder, they have nobody that's going to be able to stop this guy. So I really love Blake Griffin tonight. Probably one of my favorite power forward plays. Another one that I like too is Tobias Harris against New Orleans. He could do it. He stretches the floor. He handles the ball a little bit. So I do like him in this matchup as well in this fast-paced game. I think Tobias can have a nice game here for 8-1. Price tag's a little high too, but he's been at this price tag steady all year. But they're going to need him if they want to keep this game close. So I do like me some Tobias Harris. Another guy here that I really like is Markieff Morris for Washington going against the Knicks. Just a great spot for him as well. He stretches the floor and knocks some threes. Can play some solid defense here. And like I said, the Knicks really have no good defenders. So I do love Morris a lot in this matchup. And something else you guys have to keep in mind here at power forward. Draymond Green is listed out. So that's going to open up a lot of value for these Golden State guys. But I'll get to them at center here. But my all or nothing play here at power forward is I'm going to say Jerebko for Golden State. Going against a bad Atlanta team. No Draymond. He's going to start. Jerebko's going to get the minutes. And like I said, we've seen a couple games ago where he put up about good 30 fantasy points. I mean, if he can get you that at 3-8, I mean, you're really looking for even 20, man. 20 would just be a smash spot for Jerebko going against a bad Atlanta team. But if he can get the minutes and then Golden State blows them out, he'll continue to get the run. He's going to get run no matter, even if it's a blowout or not. This guy's going to get the run. He's showing he could do a little bit of everything as well. So at 3-8, this is definitely a great pump play here. No Draymond, so look for me to play some Jerebko. I probably will. And I would recommend someone take the chance as well. I think it's a good spot for him. And last but not least, let's move to center, guys. At the top, we got Andre Drummond against OKC. I love Drummond. I love watching him play. I love his game, his hustle, all that. But against Steven Adams' defense, I mean, you really have to bring it against Steven Adams. You really have to bring it. You really have to match his physicality. You have to match his hustle, his heart, everything. And I just don't think Drummond's going to be able to do that. So for 10,000, I'm not sure how much I like that price. Probably scroll down to a guy like Anthony Towns here at 9-4. This guy has always owned Houston for some reason. And we know Houston's not that good against big men. So I do love Karl-Anthony Towns at 9-4 here. Just a great matchup for him. But on the flip side, for Capella, I do like Capella going against Towns, as we know Towns plays soft as well. But we got to be careful because one of these guys could probably get each other in foul trouble. So I recommend, obviously I do like Towns. He's just a little more skilled than Capella. But if you want to get some savings for 8-7, I could see you going to Capella. But at center here, if you really want to go down and look at some good value, I love Enes Kanter at 7-4 going against Washington. Washington still has no Dwight Howard. They have no big men. So I can see Kanter just having a field day. Now, I mean, this could be a 20-20 game for him easily if he gets the minutes. I know that New York coach be doing all kinds of dumb shit, but if Kanter can get the minutes in against this weak Washington front court, I mean, this guy could have a field day against these guys. So I do love me some Kanter at 7-4. But yeah, my all or nothing play here at center is going to be Kevon Looney for the Golden State Warriors. Like I said, with Draymond being out, opens up value, of course. That's why I love Jerebko. But now we got words that Jones is out too for Golden State. They're starting center. So that means Looney should step in at the starting center tonight. And for 3-8, just great value here. I mean, you really got to pay attention to these injuries sometimes because injuries definitely open up a ton of value all the time. But I do love me some Looney as well. You look for him to maybe step in and have a big game against a weak Atlanta front court. So that's a good play at 3-8. But yeah, guys, that would do it for my picks today. Just please, man, keep rocking with me. Like, comment, share to your friends that play fantasy and everything. I love hearing from you guys and your picks and everything. So please, man, anytime you guys have questions or anything, just send me a message, send me a comment, and I'll be sure to get right back to you as I'm always on my phone. And keep rocking with me. Please, please subscribe. And thanks, guys. And let's get this money tonight.